How do? It just came to us, even though this crucible doesn't fit, my ladle does, and that's a big lump of iron as well. So that's going to go in the forge. Then I'm going to start filling up my anvil. Yeah, I've got some other little bits of progress which I'll show you in a minute, but I'll try and get the first bit done without melting me feet off and stuff like that, and then I'll show you a little update. That was tough. That's mostly full. I chucked in little bits of spare scrap metal and stuff, so you've got iron and lead in there. Oh, the shaft's hot. That's cool because I've been dunking it in there just so the face doesn't lose its temper. So I'm just going to let that cool off. Well, that bit, I'm going to weld those bits up tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll sit down and wonder how many years I've taken off my life breathing in all this lead dust and stuff. But nah, bit of lead never hurt anyone. Right, there's kind of a job done. I'll lock that all in place with the little covers on, and then we'll get it mounted on there. Right, see you in a bit. Well, I had a last minute attack of enthusiasm, so I was just going to weld the last bit up, and what's happened? Ran out of bloody wire. So I think I've got a spare spool, but I really can't be asked to feed that through tonight. So it looks like I'm stopping whether I want to or not. So right, I'll go and get a new spool sorted and I'll finish it tomorrow. Bloody wire. Right, see you in a bit. Hello. Oh, there you go, catering piece. Right, so you have to take into account the fact that I cannot draw to save me life, but these are the ideas I got. I ended up getting just a hardwood pole from the local legendary hardware store that has everything. So the inside of some scaffy bar is 40mm. This is 38mm. So the little bit scaffy bar I've got left, I've cut up. So what I'm going to do is, told you I couldn't draw, work in Jormungandr, cut his jaws out, and actually have a chain through his jaws hanging down, so under some sort of a handle for pumping the bellows. Get some sort of carving on there, maybe something like the body of Jormungandr or something like that. In the middle, cut that off, cut little bits out there, make a long ship, weld on the like a dragon head and a tail or whatever you call it, do a mast, possibly even have a sail on, weld on some little shields, and I might even do a little miniature Thor holding his hammer up if I can. Bit more carving down to the tail end, so to have his tail, weld an extra bit on so there's the hook for the chain to hang on, and then have another hook fixed on the bottom, and then that works like that. So still can't weld or do anything. I'm going to roughly grind that out, and then tomorrow hopefully I'll get some more wire for the MIG and then get back on track. It'll look better when it's done. yeah, I couldn't draw. It's a right-handed pen and I'm left-handed. So, right, I'll do a bit of grinding. Right, a little bit of progress. So I've got it ground out in rough. I'll do more tidying up. I'll get the zinc off. I think what I might do, rather than actually just breathe all the dust in, I'll fire the forge up, plonk it in. Well, I'll put it in at the end of the evening, and then let it burn off on its own. So yeah, I'll get a little mast there, possibly some sort of sail, little head, little dragon's head, dragon's tail. I'll make some little circles to weld on, and yeah, now I've said it, I've got to have a little Thor with a little Thor's hammer. I haven't a clue how I'll do that, but I'll figure it out. So there's not much I can do with no wire, so I think I'll pack in for now and then get started again when I get some wire. So, right. Ta-da! Back in action. So I'll put my new nozzle on and stuff as well, and I've got a spare one because I thought I had a spare one, but I must have used it. So, right, I'm gonna, it's just a quick eat tonight. I'm gonna finish the anvil and then knock it into place. So, and there you go. That's all nailed in, that's fixed in position. I've even remembered to put the maker's marks on. So that's complete. I've got another 1 or 2 tools to make for that, which is that bar there, but it's 9 o'clock now, so I'm going to pack in. That one's knocking in a bit more. Where's my hammer? Close enough. Right. I'll get the other tool done, and then I'll make some more progress on the top arm for the bellows. Right. See you in a bit. How do? Well, new day, new problem. I was looking to get another couple of tools made for that, but I'm about to run out of gas. So I didn't want to make me chain maker's thing or me cut off tool today anyway. Damn it. So I might get enough heat in one bit just to sort of reshape it a bit, but aye, never mind. I'll faff on with a few other jobs instead. I'll get there eventually. And exactly 1 minute later, no. Bollocks. Right, here's a little snippet of progress. I can't forge anything, but I've done some cutting, and I've decided my long ship is going to have shields. So I've cut a load of little discs of some round bar. So I'll put little crosses and I'll weld a little bit in the middle so it looks like a boss. And then once they're fitted on, I'll sort of glue them again just to jazz them up. So yeah, I think I've done enough for today, so that's highlights of the week. I'll get this posted and I'll make some progress over the weekend. Right, tea time.